When you look in the mirror, how do you perceive yourself? What you are seeing is what you are receiving. So the perception that you have about yourself creates a frequency. So you start vibrating at the frequency of how you perceive yourself. So that means when you're vibrating on a resonant frequency, then you will receive back things that show you how you're vibrating. So, how are you perceiving yourself? So, when you take a look at yourself, are you kind to yourself? Are you compassionate to yourself? Are you supportive? It's almost like we've been taught the opposite sometimes, that we're not good enough, that we're not worthy, that we're not these incredible eternal souls. It's such a weird reality to kind of jump into as a soul. You jump in and then you forget who you are, and then you just think that this human suit is who you are. But it's not just the human suit, it's the belief system. So it's, maybe you've been told something by a teacher or a parent or a friend, when you're younger, that like you didn't look right, or what you were wearing wasn't right, or you didn't do a good enough job. So your beliefs start to really pile up, pile up, pile up. And then you have this perception of yourself. And I mean, we've seen people who have, there's been shows that people will look in the mirror and they'll think they are so much different. They'll describe themselves as so different than they actually look. And I'm sure that happens internally as well, that they describe themselves as something lower or not as good as they truly are, because it's only this game, this illusionary kind of it's a reality construct. So we're just playing a game of limitation. And, there are other individuals in the universe that would call us the masters of limitation. The masters of limitation. We're really good at limiting ourselves. And that is something that we can work on for sure. But it's actually really impressive at the same time as this powerful soul, as this eternal soul that can create anything at once. We have created this reality together and created limitations. So we've made it harder for ourselves. So our perception is that it's harder. So our perception of creating what we want. So we've created this kind of thing of manifesting, where things take time. So we're manifesting, we're creating. But in the higher realms, you don't even need to manifest, because you are already in alignment. So you create what you want instantaneously. Now, I said before that it's depending on which realm you're in. So the higher you go, it's meaning, I'm not meaning higher is better. It's just you're closer to source frequency. So you're closest to the creation frequency. And so it means that you don't have all the baggage, the blocks, the beliefs, the dense energy. The dense energy makes it so that you vibrate slower. So your frequencies that you put out are slower. So it means that things can take longer and can be a bit more challenging. And then as you keep going up again, back up to source, then manifestations just happen instantaneously, because you are in alignment. You are in oneness with your true self, with your higher self, with your soul self. You still have your own soul signature, unless you completely merge back into source, or completely merge back into the void, where everything is and nothing is at the same time. So that black space where if you start looking closely, it's not black. It's not a black void. It's got light. It is where every single thing is created. So it's almost like movie screens or pixels of what you can create, almost like a story or a movie scene. The movie scene has clips, and it's almost like the void just has all these little movie screen clips, all these little pixels that you can choose to move into. And we are moving through these pixels, these screens, every second. Every second we're in a new movie screen. So you can easily shift your movie, but it's just that we have had this perception of ourselves that we are more limited, that we don't have the power to create our own reality, that the outside world is what creates our reality. And we just haven't really realized how incredible we are. So next time you look in the mirror, just really look into your eyes. You can never truly see your own eyes, because even in a mirror or a photo, they're not your own eyes. But you can look deeper into your soul, move past the meat suit, as some people call it, a meat suit or a space suit for Earth, or an avatar. Let me know if I know there's more names and I've forgotten, but comment below if you've got names for your human suit. I kind of like the space suit for Earth, because we kind of do need a space suit for Earth. Because there's the name of the game is a little bit less oxygen, so that we move slower. There are other realms, other planets that have more oxygen, so they move faster. They have less gravity, so they bounce up and down. But when we come into our human suit and into this reality, this is what has been created so far, but we can change it. We can, think of a game. You can always add to a game. It's not just Monopoly, where you just go round and round, or you end up in jail, you end up at start and go, or whatever it is, and then you end. No, sometimes this feels like snakes and ladders, where we're just, a few steps up the ladder and then we fall down slither down like the snake. It's such a roller coaster ride, this experience. But definitely look at how incredible you are, and just know your worthiness, know that you're really important, because you wouldn't be here if you weren't important. You would not exist. There's a reason why you exist. If you weren't needed or weren't important, you would not exist. So why are you here? Because you're important. You're important as source energy. You're important as the pieces of the puzzle in the universe, and you're important in this earth game reality, because we couldn't have done it without you. So you guys, you've been raising the frequencies just by being here. But now it's really time to tune into the real you and realize how incredible you are. You have the power to change anything. You can create your dreams, you can create whatever you want. And, I definitely recommend just appreciating this old meat suit, because even if it's not perfect in your eyes, it is perfect in source energy's eyes. And there's a reason why you chose to have this type of body. You chose your family, you chose the color of your skin, you chose who you were going to be in this reality. And it always happens for a reason. There will be some reason why you chose to be born in certain parts of the world, why you were born to look like this. So maybe just tune in. Give yourself some appreciation, give yourself some love, because you deserve it. You are amazing. So thank you guys for joining me. I just love having you here, and you are extremely important to me. So thank you. All right. Have a good day. I will see you guys in the higher realms.